Hey guys, it's Jaden. Welcome back to my channel. On today's car chat video, I'm going to talk about another symptom. And I'm not surprised I haven't covered this because there's just so many symptoms that adrenal fatigue, anxiety disorder can cause us to have. So this is something I haven't covered before. This is in kind of the family of throat, speech, voice related symptoms. Now I have done a video on the symptom of having weak voice, and also a video about the choking kind of like constant choking sensation in the throat. For me, they were all caused from having adrenal fatigue, which then caused me to have anxiety disorder. It took me like 2 years-ish to fully recover. That started 3 years ago. I'm now a year fully recovered, but I am continue to share my information and experience on how I recovered and everything. So be sure to check out my other videos if you're struggling with this and you want something that could be helpful for your research. Again, not a doctor, not a therapist or a nurse. Please consult with your own medical professional before taking on any health advice. All right, so let's jump right into the symptom, which is speech impediment. Yes, so anxiety can cause a lot, or if not all, your muscles to be in a chronic fatigue and also like in a chronic tension, tight state. That's why there's a lot of headaches associated with it. There's a lot of eye symptoms because we have muscles in our eyeballs, believe it or not. And then the twitching and all that. So you have muscles in your tongue and in your mouth, your throat, your neck. So when you have tension or fatigue, you can't talk right. So I went through a period, and this is also around the time when I was getting a lot of twitching in my face and a lot of that choking throat sensation that like 24 hours feels like somebody's like choking me right here. So around the same time I was having those, I was having this also, where I would slur my words. I would have like a weird lisp out of nowhere, and then I would also like just trip on my words, or like just get tongue-tied or can't express myself. Now, there's another reason why anxiety causes this, is that when you're anxious, your thoughts are going too fast compared to how like quickly you can deliver and express yourself. So then if you're thinking like 10 miles an hour and you're only talking 7 miles an hour, it's going to come out off. So if that makes sense. Mixture of both, the tightness of the muscles in your, that you use to talk, and also your mind's racing, and so you're trying to like catch up to your mind. So all that combined would like cause me a period where I would have speech impediment, where, like I said, slurring words and like just couldn't find the right words to say, or like I would just like stumble with like what I want to express. And so that, along with the choking sensation, and I was also having that weak voice thing from the adrenal fatigue specifically, because I felt like I couldn't project my voice. So all that combined was a lot of stress. Again, it was mainly in phase 1, 2, and part of phase 3 that I had this. Check out my phase videos if you don't understand my concept that I came up with to kind of timeline and timestamp my recovery journey. So yeah, it was very, very, very frustrating time and scary time, because you're like, what am I dealing with? And you also got like health anxiety because you're so concerned with all these symptoms that you suddenly are having with this health condition. Totally understand if you're going through it. It can leave you, terrified, not knowing what to do. However, I always encourage you to go get checked out by a doctor first. Get your reassurance on nothing being serious. If it is hormonal imbalance, chronic stress-related issues, anxiety disorder, then you can focus on that with, a peace of mind. Also, during this time when I had all this going on, it was very stressful for me to feel like I have to like be heard or like be understood. So if I engaged in conversations where I felt like I had to really like express myself or like to get somebody to understand what I'm saying or explain things to, you know, too intensely, it would just massively made me crash back then. It was a huge energy drainer and a huge trigger for all my symptoms back then. And I would get really irritated, and like if I had to like just explain myself more than usual, I would just fly off the handle because was under so much stress. Luckily, people who were close to me understood what I was going through. Well, they didn't know exactly what I was going through, but they like accepted the fact that I was having a hard time. So I was like extra on edge during that period, and that makes sense. While I was going through this, I would obviously still have to communicate and talk, and so what would happen is if I pretty much right afterwards, or like as I was struggling to talk during that time, all the muscles around my face, like my mouth and lip and tongue and like my throat, would start to twitch. Because again, from the tension, from the chronic fatigue that's set in all your muscles, from the adrenal fatigue and also anxiety disorder, I would start to like just like twitch all over. Especially after like I tried really hard to like explain something, or if I had to like talk for a prolonged period of time. You know, if I was normal, it would be nothing, but because I had that health condition going on, it was like so much to even just like talk. For a while, I would have to, you know, until eventually, along with all the other, you know, rest, relaxation, rejuvenating myself and all that, I had to just like be quiet a lot. Because I was just simply too tired to even just talk too much. So I highly suggest that if you're going through this, because it's like, you know, part of the recovery process is to rest yourself and to not do too much physically. And in that sense, you're also doing the same thing, like, because the talking is draining you and it's stressing you out. Like sometimes just, you know, take some time to be quiet and not talk, because it will drain you if you're going through that. Same thing when I had that throat. Again, I've done another videos on this specifically, but when I had that throat choking thing, it was like I constantly felt like I had to swallow because it was like tight right here. So it really helped to just not talk and just relax, deep breaths, just being present, and just, you know, maybe do some, like I play the piano, so I play the piano a lot, and, you know, just write a lot, and or listen to music, or just take walks, or go out and look at trees. Stuff like that really helps. It really helps all of it, but it definitely helps with that specific symptom of speech impediment, and also like any throat or mouth or like voice related symptoms. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Again, as always, please subscribe and click the bell icon to help me grow my audience. Click like on my videos if you like them, and share them if you know anybody who's going through this. Those of you who are in the US, I hope you guys had a great 4th of July weekend, and everybody else, just a great day in general. And I look forward to seeing you guys on my next video. Thanks guys, bye.